everyone. I thought I would do another reading out of the Slayer, Awakens, to prepare you all for my upcoming visit to the Bel Air Public Library, which I will be there on November 11th in Bel Air, Ohio at 6 p.m. Don't miss it. I'm going to read a section out of chapter 4, which is actually one of my favorite parts of the book, which you might find odd once I read it, but I will at the end, when I'm done reading it, explain to you why it is one of my favorite parts of the book. So let me read. Dashing out of the alley, Tom headed towards Arlington's brick house. "Arlington, what's with your daughter?" Tom said as he walked into Arlington's messy abode. Tom found Arlington in his kitchen making a cup of tea. "Ah, you find her beautiful," he chuckled. "I had a feeling you might. You always liked Claire, and this one is far better looking than my other daughter. Don't you think? Abigail has more of a natural beauty." Sipping his tea bag, he continued, "But hands off, she's not yours to play with. Remember, we have a job to do. Would you like some tea?" Tom growled at Arlington, annoyed. "I'm not just talking about her beauty, Arlington. Her touch. I've never felt more human than when I was human. What the hell was that?" Tom began to pace the length of the kitchen, running his fingers through his hair. He felt Arlington was up to something more than he was letting on. "Oh yes, I forgot to mention that tiny detail. She has a touch almost as powerful as your mind power." Tom contemplated those words for a moment, and then continued, "Explain." "Gladly," he said. Then he walked into his living room and sat on the worn and tattered green sofa. Tom started pacing the length of the room again. This time he was scratching his forehead, thinking, and Arlington continued his explanation. "My daughter was born a Slayer, but her Slayer power is very unique. She encompasses a position as the Slayer. No one has seen or known of a Slayer for hundreds of years. Someone with her power and uniqueness is valuable to the Eternal Kingdom. Slayers have the capability to bring down any and all vampires, no matter the vampire's power, ability, or age. Each Slayer has a power exclusive to themselves. Abigail's being her superhuman touch and ability to cause vampires to feel their humanity. You're telling me she's the only Slayer to exist since before my time?" Arlington nodded. "Not only that, she causes vampires to feel human." Arlington nodded once more. "From what I've seen firsthand and learned from literature, previous Slayers have been incredibly strong or fast. Some have had unmatchable instinct or overwhelming senses. Some have even had unique powers such as manipulating weather of a small area or a slight telekinesis similar to yours. Things like that. Not one Slayer has had her unbelievable capabilities along with the power of her touch and the ability to bring out the humanity in a vampire. No one has ever come across any creature of her likeness in the history of the world. All the Slayers have been unique, and they've all been powerful, bringing forth destruction to vampires whenever one came into existence. One touch from her, and a vampire is completely under her control. The difference with Abigail is that she is dangerous to humans as well." That particular statement caught Tom's attention. He stopped in his pacing and turned to face Arlington. "How so? What do you mean?" "She can't touch anyone. Her power works on humans and vampires. With humans, however, because they already have humanity, she takes their life. At the touch of a finger, if her adrenaline is up or her emotions are heightened, she steals everything there is of them. Every heartbeat, brainwave, and breath. Her finger steals it all the moment she makes skin-to-skin contact." So the reason that section is my favorite part of the book is because not only does it give us a glimpse of who Abigail is, it also gives us a glimpse that Arlington knows a little bit more about her than what he's letting on. Because Arlington is telling us right here in this section that she has unbelievable capabilities. He is telling us that Abigail is very powerful and very unique, but he doesn't say why. He's telling us that she's the first one to exist in hundreds of years, but he doesn't tell us why or how, but he is telling us that he knows all of these things. And we get a little bit of a peek of information that Arlington knows a lot of secrets, and he's not gonna say how he has this information or why he has this information, and we get a little bit of glimpse into Arlington's history later on, but not a lot. And I love that section because Tom is intrigued and he wants to know more about her. And later on in the book, when you read the book, you're going to find out how intrigued he gets.